David Sinclair has issued a response letter to the FDA's ban on NMN supplements. And remember, this ban happened because of Metro Biotech, the company that David co-founded and is the current Scientific Advisory Board chair. They lobbied the FDA to ban NMN supplements so that they could market their own proprietary blend of NMN called MIB 626. Let's react to the letter. On November 4th, 2022, the US Food and Drug Administration published a letter regarding the marketing and sales of nicotinamide mononucleotide, or NMN, as a supplement to boost NAD levels. I'm deeply grateful for your patience while I've gathered information to share with you about the impact of this decision. So I don't really understand why it's taken him this long, considering it was his company that caused the NMN ban. I know many of you are worried about what this news means about the safety of NMN, as well as the possible limitations to the availability of NMN supplements. Now, this was never a concern about NMN safety. This was Metro Biotech, your company, wanting to ban NMN so that they could sell their own proprietary blend of NMN. It's not about safety. He goes on to say, I want to make it very clear that while NAD boosters, such as NMN, have become popular as supplements, in part because of my research, I am not and have not in any way been involved as an owner, co-founder, investor, shareholder, marketer, spokesperson, or sponsor of any company that sells NAD boosters as supplements. The FDA's decision was preceded by a letter from Metro Biotech, a company I co-founded but do not manage or control. So I don't really understand why he's trying to distance himself from his own company. But anyway, he goes on to say, pointing out that the company had begun clinical trials with a special crystalline form of NMN that is stable and made under FDA drug standards. The FDA's letter is based on Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act, which states, the term dietary supplement does not include an article authorized for investigation as a new drug. Again, I don't really understand why he's trying to distance himself from his own company, particularly with his history. So what's happening to NMN supplements has happened before with resveratrol. So in the 2000s, David hyped resveratrol. He created his own company called Citrus, and they developed a proprietary blend of resveratrol. They sold that research to the highest bidder for $720 million. So what's happening with NMN is just history repeating itself. Back to the letter. In other words, if a clinical trial of a substance has been initiated, it cannot be classified as a dietary supplement. So you knew this before you created Metro Biotech. What you've done is generate the demand for NMN, and now you're trying to control the supply. Anyway, in its actions, the FDA is in line with its own regulations, which do not allow for the authorization of a substance to be classified as a dietary supplement if it has already been cleared by the FDA for clinical trials. Again, you knew all of this before you started Metro Biotech. He goes on to say, I remain enthusiastic about the science of NAD boosters and their promise of improving human health. Furthering that science and the prospect of cellular age reversal continues to be my life work, which includes helping other researchers perform clinical trials to address medical conditions such as glaucoma, kidney failure, frailty, and rare diseases such as Friedreich's ataxia. Human clinical trials conducted by Metro Biotech on NMN have produced promising results, some of which are published and some are under peer review. The important work of bringing NMN to market as an FDA-approved medication is in the best interest of tens of millions of people who suffer from and will succumb to age-related diseases, so I don't really understand why this is his call. There's a truckload of research that still needs to be done, and then they have to go through the FDA approval process. So in the meantime, you're now stripping people of the option to buy NMN supplements? This just doesn't make sense to me. Continuing onward, whether NMN will remain on the supplement market is not yet known, but another molecule called NAC, which is both sold as a supplement and prescribed as a medicine, fell under the same law and remains on the US supplement market. Well, yeah, but NAC supplements, they don't have a powerful company trying to lobby for their ban. NMN, on the other hand, they've got Metro Biotech lobbying the FDA for their ban, so it's a completely different kettle of fish. He finishes his letter by saying, thank you for your patience and please rest assured that advancing the health and well-being of everyone who could potentially benefit from our scientific curiosity and discovery will continue to be my highest priority. Signed, David Sinclair.